YouTube? Happy Thursday. We are so close to the end of the week. Hope everyone is having a decent week. Let's talk some more baseball. We talked the Hall of Fame yesterday. Let's talk the rest of the league right now. I want to start off with talking about Framber Valdez. What's going on? This dude is an ace on a lot of teams. He was the ace of the Astros for a while, and now no one seems to want to sign him. Bobby, what's the deal?
I don't know if there's any kind of issue that we're not seeing. Did he
Is
ever
the
have
asking price too high?
He's asking for 5 to 7 years on his contract. I don't know about the money.
How old is he?
I think he's 31, 32.
That could be one reason why.
Maybe. I could be dead wrong. He could be in his 20s. Hold on. Siri, how old is Framber Valdez?
Framber Valdez?
32. That was right.
That's why you're seeing a team jump at a 5 to 7 year contract.
Mm-hmm. Jason, what are your thoughts here, buddy?
I mean, I just wonder if the asking price is too high.
Like the money being a little bit too much, or maybe just too high years. Chance, what about you, man? This is a perennial ace lefty with a damn good curveball, mid-90s fastball, has played in the biggest games you could possibly play in, and struggling to find a home.
Couldn't tell you.
Thank you. I tell you what I think it is. I don't think it's the asking price, and I don't think it's being 32 years old. Let's flash this back to the hot take of the week when he decided to drill his catcher with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball because he was angry.
Maybe he should catch it.
Well,
maybe he should have caught with his glove, not his face.
Well, he did cross him up. It was a purposeful cross-up because he was mad at his catcher.
I like this game a lot better when I catch it with my glove and not my face.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a lot
you
better.
Get the feel for it.
So, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. There was a moment, Framber was not having a good game, and I don't think he and his catcher were necessarily on the same page. And with the pitch clock, it's hard to get on the same page at times. Framber doesn't call his own pitches. He doesn't have his own pitch comm system.
He doesn't speak English.
I don't think he does either. And he was getting melted up on the mound. It was bad. So he decided to take it upon himself to, when there was an off-speed pitch called, he decided, fuck you, I'm going to throw a fastball. And decided to cross up his catcher. Now, you might be thinking, oh, it's still a ball, just catch it. Well, when you're expecting a certain mile-an-hour speed and you get 20 mile-an-hour faster, because Framber has a big loopy curveball, and I'm assuming that's what he called. Because he got drilled.
Well, you're the catcher. How didn't you not see it go up and down?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying 93.
Maybe this catcher wasn't an MLB catcher.
Well, to be fair, 93 looks a whole lot different than 73. We all know that. So.
Fly balls also look a lot different when they hit you in the face instead of in the glove, right, Billy?
Yep. Feels better too when it doesn't hit me in the face, you know?
Yeah, he's fine. Let him go.
But I think, especially because that caught a lot of hot news for the next week or so, teams are a bit hesitant. Oh, it was everywhere.
Not that big news.
It was everywhere, buddy. You're knee deep in your shows, brother, because that was July, August time when that happened.
I think Chance was too busy playing Helldivers at that time.
Probably, it might have been that. But I have a feeling.
This happened last year?
Yes.
Well, that's probably why I don't remember, because it happened last year.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking this happened recently.
Ooh, this happened last year.
Oh, well, then, yeah, I'm not going to know.
But this brings up an interesting conversation, Jason. We have seen some of the contracts that have come out. We saw the contract today. We'll get to it. A lot of short-term, high annual value deals. Is Major League Baseball headed in that direction?
No.
No. You think the long-term deals are still perennial over these short-term, high annual value contracts?
And Jacob Both.
You want to know why they're doing all these short-term contracts this year?
Because of what could potentially happen.
Because of what will be implemented next year.
Salary cap?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. I think we might be going towards that. At least the players want to go towards that because they want to make as much money as possible on every contract they can. I don't think they want a long-term stretched out deal. Now, it depends on the player. Bregman is also getting up there in age.
So is Suarez.
So is Suarez. Yeah, Eugenio, we can get to that right now. Eugenio Suarez signs a 1-year, $15 million deal with the Cincinnati Reds. There's a mutual option to re-sign with the team in 2027. Jason, what are your thoughts on this deal?
I love it for Cincinnati.
You love it for Cincinnati. Yep. Team looking to turn the corner, become a playoff caliber team. This seems like a guy that could.
Cincinnati, somewhere I thought he could have been traded at the deadline last year.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the Mariners just came with a better package for what they were asking for. I don't know if the Reds were necessarily ready to give up what they wanted to give up. So where does this put Cincinnati in terms of competing for a playoff spot next year, looking at the National League?
I mean, it puts them in a really good spot to finish second in the NL Central.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. I don't think Milwaukee's going to have the year they're going to have again because they got rid of Freddie Peralta.
Yeah.
Right? And their offense is only going to be able to carry them so far. Yeah, they've got Mizorowski, but a hard-throwing pitcher that's skinny as hell. Where have we seen that before? A lot of places in Major League Baseball, and what usually ends up happening.
They're on a list of Tommy John surgeries for that year. That just keeps growing.
So, obviously we don't wish that on him. But
no,
it's
absolutely
the reality
not.
of Major League Baseball right now.
Yep.
The Cubs, in my opinion, are the front runners in the NL Central.
Yep.
I think the Brewers dropped to 4th. I think the Cardinals finished dead last, and they have a high draft pick next year.
Chance
I
of
think
that.
the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds battle for the second place spot in the NL Central.
Which could potentially be for the last wild card spot in the National League.
No.
Potentially. Who knows?
No. Your 2 wild card teams. Well, you get three now.
Yeah, you get 3.
Your top 2 are going to come from the NL West, and you're going to have one from the NL East.
Okay, so your division winners are probably Los Angeles, Chicago, Philly. So Mets, okay.
Padres, Diamondbacks.
All right.
The wild card spots.
With the way too early predictions there. Okay. All right. Hell yeah. Could see it. Bobby, what about you, buddy?
I don't think that Cincinnati and Pittsburgh are going to be far out of it, but I think when you look at the roster, Arizona is going to be better than both of those teams.
Right.
Minus pitching staff.
What'd you say?
Minus starting rotations.
Yeah, but I got to see Pittsburgh score some runs first before I put them above Arizona.
Oh, we're going to score runs this year.
You said that last year.
No, last year I didn't have much faith in the team.
He had faith every 5th day. Bobby, we're going to talk about your team later for tomorrow's show. What do you think about this trade? Unbiasedly, what do you feel about this signing by the Cincinnati Reds?
Honestly, I looked at it when I saw he went back to Cincy. I looked at it of like maybe it's like his retirement run. Wants to go back started.
Okay.
He's what, 37?
Yes, close to it.
That was kind of the mindset I had when I saw the deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this definitely feels like maybe a last hurrah, but it also kind of feels like a move. I feel like the Reds.
It's a veteran presence for that clubhouse.
Yep. And a veteran presence that can get you, especially in that ballpark, 40 home runs, 30 to 40 home runs.
Not only that, you bring back a fan favorite.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Now, I would be concerned about this. I'm not really concerned about this move. It's kind of a win-win for, I guess, both teams or both sides of this because it's a 1-year deal. Yes, there's a mutual option in there. But if shit doesn't go well in Cincinnati this year, which can happen in baseball, and Cincinnati hasn't seen a lot of years of winning recently, this could be a trade move to a contender if need be. I feel like if Eugenio is having a decent year, right, and the Reds aren't having a decent year, he's only $15 million. That's not going to hurt a lot of payrolls.
Bobby, or Billy.
Huh?
I forgot about one of my points for the Diamondbacks. I'll bring it up in a minute, but okay. I remembered it.
But I feel like this could be a way that Cincinnati could bring in a couple of future pieces when they're contending again. Maybe. And again,
here's the thing, though. If teams are going to make that trade, you're not getting as much for him.
Right.
Because of the age and understanding that he's probably only got that year left.
Yeah. Now, depending on how bad you want to win, will determine on, like, hey, we're desperate to get a guy like Suarez in our lineup, and they'll kind of oversell for him in a trade. But the majority of teams that will be contending will probably not. Like, you're not going to get a team's top 10 prospects. It's just not going to happen.
Now, the other trade that I think that happens partway through the year this year probably will have a couple top 10, but that's because the Yankees would want to give the Pirates as much as they can for Skeens.
He's not going anywhere.
Not yet.
I just got to give you shit that he's going to be a Yankee at some point.
Because none of your teams have had a generational talent like this.
Oh, no.
I mean, Jose Ramirez has been pretty stellar.
Yeah, hey, congrats on getting him another extension.
Huh?
Another extension for Jose. Congratulations.
Okay, so here's my thing on that extension. Nobody knew that was happening.
There's a lot of
single person.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
I thought he had...
It's a lot of there's a lot of incentives in it, too.
Uh-huh.
It is, and it's a $70 million deferred. Now, I wanted your guys' opinion on this because I've seen Dodger fans running their mouth on social media. Like, they love to do.
Look what they're doing.
Do we have an issue with Cleveland doing the deferment?
No.
No, because everyone else does it.
So
everyone else is doing it.
No, here's my thought process on this. I don't care that, other teams may do it. There's one team that I don't want to see fucking do it because they do it with every single fucking superstar free agent. And that's the Dodgers. And the one fan goes, oh, so we don't have a problem with this when other teams do it, but if the Dodgers do it, it's not okay?
They kept the player. It's not like they signed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not only that, yes, it is a problem when the Dodgers do it. Because in 3 or 4 years, their budget's going to be like $4 billion.
Yeah, the difference is the total amount of contracts that you're deferring. Shohei's $700 million. You deferred
They did it
3
with Kyle
years
Tucker.
at $2 million.
I absolutely hate that Kyle Tucker is now going to be a fucking Dodger. Which sucks, because I fucking raced with him on the show, and now I'm not going to want to use his card.
You know how hard their live series is going to be next year?
Yeah, you might want to. That's why I wish my stubs transferred over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's the one team that doesn't need to be talking about contract situations. Now, I do have an issue with Milwaukee and what they did with Peralta. That, I think, is kind of, that's not helping the situation. That's definitely killing the game, arguably more than what the Dodgers are doing.
Can we talk about the fact, though, with this Jose Ramirez deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
In an era where we see players in all sports, this is an all-sport thing, because we haven't, I mean, even the big-name guys, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
In football, hockey, we've seen it a little bit. Basketball, we see it all the fucking time. Kevin Durant, LeBron, Harden.
I think hockey see more loyalty to your teams, though.
Yes, the loyalty that we're seeing out of Jose Ramirez. He could 100%, when his contract was up,
went to the Dodgers
before he signed this last extension, go get a $300 million deal from somebody for 10 to 12 years.
Yeah, still got some years left.
But here he is signing a $175 million extension. He is worth more than $175 million.
Yeah.
He signed in Cleveland his last extension for, I think, just over 100 mil.
I think it was 8 for like 180 something or 200 something. It wasn't.
I don't think it was that much.
Yeah, it was something. I thought he had like 3 or 4 years left on this current deal that he's on. That's what I was shocked about. I saw this like, oh, they're extending Jose Ramirez, and I was like, wait, I thought he had like 3 more years on this deal. What? Unless did he exercise an option?
Because they re-signed Jose Ramirez, keep an eye out for them to look to trade Steven Kwan this year.
Potentially.
Which I don't want to see happen,
Nope.
But I think is going to happen.
Yeah. But I did not know that Ramirez was up for a contract anytime soon, unless he was going to be like, hey, if we don't get another extension done, I'm probably going to exercise my option and go somewhere else. I don't know.
This extension came out of left field.
It really did.
My dad talked about it. It came out of left field. I love the move. The guy has said multiple times he wants to stay in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So keep him there.
Yep.
Absolutely. They probably had to budge a little bit on what they were wanting to pay him. But the fact that he's still $175 million for Jose Ramirez with the numbers he's been putting up, come on.
It's pretty good.
That's a fucking steal and a half.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'll bring up my other point with the Diamondbacks real quick.
Go ahead.
The trade they made this offseason bolsters both defensively and offensively for them.
Yeah.
With Nolan Arenado coming in.
Yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know how posters, being that he's, 36?
Yeah, they're hoping they're going to get, I think, the last bit of superstardom out of Arenado that we're probably going to see. But I think he's a good fit for that roster. That roster's very young.
I think he is too. He's going to drive in runs. You know that he's going to be right there in the conversation for a Gold Glove again.
And he's going to be on a team that has that expectation of winning.
Outside of Brooks Robinson, which if you're not a baseball diehard, you probably don't know who that is.
Yeah, probably not.
But
possibly the greatest defensive player of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arenado is the second greatest defensive third baseman and probably second greatest defensive player of all time. So you know he's going to bring you defense to the hot corner. But I forgot to bring that point up. I figured I'd bring it up because I think that's a big deal for them.
Okay. we have two more kind of things to go over here. Who, say I if you were a fan of Aaron Judge being back on the cover of the show.
I don't mind it.
You don't mind?
I don't mind it. The USA stuff. I think that's awesome.
That's pretty dope. I do agree with that. I'm just now. I would be curious. Was Judge the first option, or did they ask other people?
Because that would have been bad.
I think the big thing this year is they've been so focused on gameplay.
Yeah, that they're not necessarily worried about the cover star.
Well, not only that, but normally we have a shit ton of information by now.
Yeah, I haven't seen shit.
We're
all of a sudden,
like a month away from the game coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have nothing.
What, March something?
Yeah, I got to pre-order that here next paycheck.
There are some good games coming out though. There's at least a really good game coming out in March. I don't know if I'm going to get the show this year.
But yeah, no, I didn't. They put out one little thing that I saw on Twitter, and that was it. It was like, oh, we're not having a new cover star, and I'm like, I was just like, I was a little bummed out that we didn't have a new star because Bobby said the first name, Tarek Skubal. Yeah, Cal Raleigh broke the record. Tarek Skubal, hello. Nick Kurtz, hello.
Nick Space Kurtz.
Yes, yeah, we have to be specific about that. Trey Savage, postseason breakout star.
And that would have been badass.
Yeah,
what, Bobby?
A cover with Nick Kurtz and Jacob Wilson.
Yeah, that would have been epic.
Yeah.
You know, there's one player that is widely regarded as one of the greatest to ever play the game of baseball. Pure baseball athlete. His name is Mike fucking Trout. Has never graced the show. There is also a player, which I know probably people wouldn't like, but I mean, he is who he is for a reason. Signed a $765 million contract. One of the perennial hitters in baseball. His name's Juan Soto. I don't know.
He's not any good.
You know what I mean?
Like
Mookie Betts. There were so many.
Just because.
Yeah, there's so many talented stars in the league that you could have put on it. Now, they could have asked these people and they all could have said no. There is a possibility. Because it was rumored that they've already asked Mike Trout twice before and he said no. Because of, I think, like other contractual obligations or like it would have been conflict of interest or what have you. But yeah, I don't know. I dig the USA shit though. That was nice. That was cool. I have a new idea for the conversation we had a couple weeks ago about the potential lockout of 2027.
The Dodgers.
I thought we were going to talk about our team's upcoming year and then be done.
We are. Can you let it marinate?
Some of us have
Dude, I'm about to go to a quick trip. So you better speed this thing up.
I believe
some food.
we are nowhere close on getting a deal done that has to do with a salary cap or a salary ceiling, floor, whatever you want to fucking call it. Throw it out for now. Postpone it. Focus on everything else.
Is going to matter. We're going to have a lockout, which is going to blow.
Yeah, which is going to blow. Let's just try to avoid a lockout.
It'll be great for the minor league teams, though, because they'll still play.
They will still play.
They'll be going to fucking Clippers games left and right.
Yeah, I just think if we want any slight chance of baseball in 2027, postpone this conversation for 2 to 4 years. Get a deal done. Let's have baseball in 2027 for the next couple years.
Communicate the Dodgers from the major leagues. That'll solve all the problems.
I'm just saying. I think just throw it out for now, table it, put it in a drawer, forget about it for a year or two, and then let's come back to it because just we need to have some baseball. You know what I mean? Like I just
suck my nuts.
Or that.
No thanks.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow. Well, no. Let's go ahead and talk about our teams. I'll keep this on the same day. Fuck it. All right.
Oh, boy.
Bobby, I'll start with you.
Definitely squishy.
Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates
Please tell me my mic picked that up.
Yeah, it picked up something. YouTube's gonna love that.
That one was bad. I'm afraid to stand up.
Oof, that's tough. Bobby, the pit
just started a game of ranked, so I'm gonna have to sit in this for
You're screwed, bud. Try and message the guy and be like, "Yo, can you friendly quick? Cause like I need to."
I just pooped my pants. Yeah.
Oh man, a game of ranked ain't worth shitting your pants for, brother. I'm sorry.
I already shit them. It's not like I'm going to shit them if I don't quit this game.
Yeah. Bobby, your team was ranked in the top 5 in records of the second half of a year ago. You have Paul Skeens. You're getting some of your young arms back and developed. Jared Jones will be back as well. Had a pretty good draft. What are the expectations? Take me through the 2026 Pittsburgh Pirates and what you plan on seeing.
I mean, I think we were a top 5 team with moves over the offseason, too.
Yep.
I mean, we brought in some big pieces to play some huge roles. You got a left-handed
Brandon Lowe.
You have Brandon Lowe, Jake Mangum. Then I forget the third dude's name, but he's a lefty out of the bullpen that checks 100.
Jeez.
Love seeing that. The third guy in that trade.
Yeah.
You got Marco Luciano, too.
Yeah. I mean, just the name that I just want to see opening day is Connor Griffin.
Oh my God, I got him.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you invite him to spring training? I'm assuming you invited him to spring training, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Was he a roster? He was a non-roster invite.
Yeah, he was
on roster.
Yeah, spring training. Can we? I don't mean to cut this off, Bobby, but because I want to hear it. But spring training with some of these prospects that are getting invited is going to be fucking fun to watch.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
The spring breakout this year,
it's loaded.
I'm just pumped for the WBC cards in the show again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to do a preview on that here in upcoming shows.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Once we get the full rosters released, because Puerto Rico may not even be in it anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, I heard they may not have enough for a roster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not enough people want to go and play.
No, they want to. They're not getting the insurance on their contract.
Ooh, that's tough.
Jesus Christ, box out, Cleveland.
Anything else, Bobby? About your squad? What do you expect?
So, we get obviously the sooner you get Jared Jones back, that makes that rotation that much better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want to see Bubba Chandler get a spot in the starting rotation like he did all through the minors.
Yep.
I think you go into Pittsburgh and you have to face Skeens, Jones, and Chandler. You're going to be in for a hard weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough series.
Bobby, do you think they improved enough in the bullpen?
Not yet. I would like to see 1 or 2 more bullpen moves. But we also have some guys that were expanded roster call-ups that I think could be great for our bullpen.
Because I think you can agree that the bullpen was the weakest part of your roster last year.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Other than the offense.
No, the bullpen was far worse. I mean, Skeens would come out of a game and he'd have the lead and they'd give it up.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of no decisions he had.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he did come out when it was like 2-1 a lot of the time. I think he came out with the most 1 or 2 run leads in the league last year. So, yeah.
But when your starter comes out, your bullpen should be able to hold a lead.
I agree. I 100% agree with you there, but damn.
Do you think
run support was not a thing for him?
Do you guys, Bobby, do you think you have a solidified closer in that bullpen right now?
I don't. I don't believe Dennis Santana's it. I think it's going to be kind of closer by committee.
Whoever just shows the most, I guess, poise in that situation. It's going to be kind of experimentation.
I'm pissed off. I can't remember the dude's name we got from Tampa, but he's a tall lefty that chucks.
He might be your guy.
Yeah. I mean, we got in the minors. His name was Hunter Barco. Dude's disgusting.
Oh, dude's filthy.
He was an expanded roster call-up. Dude's filthy.
Yeah, he's gonna make the roster. He's fucking nasty.
But I think he should stay a starter.
Yeah. What are you?
I mean, there's a lot to be excited about.
Yeah.
For the Pirates, which I haven't been able to say that since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Montgomery, Bobby.
Yeah, him. That's it.
Okay.
I mean,
okay, you may have your closer. I forgot about one free agent.
That's right. We have Gregory Soto.
Yep, I forgot about that guy.
Another lefty that chucks 100.
Yeah,
I forgot you guys went and got Soto. I still think there's some work to do in that bullpen, though.
Oh, there definitely is.
You got to get to the ninth.
The Soto move was so early on in the offseason, I completely forgot about
it. You were like, oh my God, the Pirates signed somebody. Whoa.
Yeah.
I do have to applaud the front office. These aren't, obviously, they're not moves that are like, oh my gosh, like, whoa, these long years, big money moves, but you can tell they're giving a shit this year. They're going out, they're spending some money, they're going to get solid pieces to put and build around what could be one hell of a rotation.
I think the Pirates, too, if they're a team that's close, like if they're hovering around that second or third spot in the Central, 5 to 6 games out of a wild card spot, they're going to be one of those teams that's going to make a trade for a reliever at the deadline.
Yeah.
They should have never got rid of Chapman.
Well, I think he wanted out.
Yeah, I think he was ran. By God, Aroldis Chapman. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Kids, if you want to throw 100 and have a long-ass career, look like Aroldis Chapman, and you'll get somewhere. Good God.
Over on a boat from Cuba.
Just be a unit.
Just be an absolute fucking... Jason, what about you? Talk to me about your Cleveland Guardians. What are the expectations this year?
Wedgie,
okay. So not a good year?
Well, I'm watching the Cavs-Blazers game, and there was a wedgie.
Oh.
I mean, Cleveland really hasn't done much this offseason. We've signed some relievers. I do like bringing in Sean Armstrong. I think he's a good arm to bring out of the bullpen, but bullpen really wasn't my area of focus going into the offseason.
Right.
It was more the starting rotation and finding more offense. We'll see what they plan to do with Travis Bazana. He was a non-roster invite to spring training. He was up at AAA last year. I fully expect Jace Laviolette to make his way through our minor league system this year.
Yeah.
And possibly end up being a September call-up.
Okay.
I'm really hoping that we give DeLauder a true chance in the outfield. I thought for a kid thrown in, his first major league games are in the, ALDS. It was odd, yeah, but
I think he handled it really well.
I thought he handled it well for being thrown into it. I want to see them give him a real chance. I think Manzardo's due for a 35-40 home run season if he plays every day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other concern I have is behind the plate. I mean, our backup catcher is fucking Austin Hedges again. I don't know why our front office has such a hard-on for that guy.
It does seem like a hard-on.
And he hits a $110 in a good year.
The Pirates didn't even want it.
And he's okay defensively, but like he's not the guy. At some point,
I think
gotta hit.
I think you make him a coach and let it go, because I think that's primarily what they use him as. They like the way he handles the pitching staff. Okay, great. Make him your bullpen coach.
Yeah.
Make him, one
Make
of
him your pitching
coaches.
strategist or something.
But I mean, I'm hoping that we can find more offense so that Jose Ramirez doesn't have to hit 50 home runs and drive in 200 runs.
Doesn't have to go 40-40 for you guys to hang on tight in the Central.
Yeah. Now, I think this is the year Kansas City jumps us. I think that as opposed to some more recent years, I think the AL Central, because of two teams, is going to be the worst division in baseball. I think the Twins and White Sox are going to be two of the worst teams in the majors. Detroit looks unfucking stoppable. I think they're going to be the team to beat in the American League. Way too early hot take. I think the Detroit Tigers win the World Series this year.
Okay.
But
Dodgers, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I don't want to see the Dodgers win it. But I think the new rivalry in the American League is going to be Toronto-Detroit, because those are going to be the two best teams, and they're going to be fighting to go to the World Series for a couple of years.
Okay.
And they're not very far apart.
No, not at all.
You're there.
But Cleveland, I think they've got to find more offense. They still got to go get a right-handed bat. We have way too many fucking outfielders. I think we need to, if we're going to bring Bazana up, I think what we need to do is let him play every day and try to find a trade suitor for Gabriel Arias.
Okay.
And move Brian Rocchio to shortstop. But I'm interested to see how they utilize the outfield, because, CJ Kafis came in and played really well. DeLauder should be your starting center fielder. I think Angel Martinez deserves a decent amount of opportunities this year. And Quan is obviously going to be your leadoff guy playing left. I mean, so, and Daniel Sheeman, I think, deserves an opportunity as well at second base early in the year if you're not going to have Bazana up.
Right. I think my biggest concern is depth of rotation.
Yeah, the rotation scares me. Hopefully Gavin Williams can stay healthy. I think he becomes our ace. I'm not sold on Tanner Bybee. I think he's a guy that if he has another year like last year early on, you look to trade him at the deadline and try to get some more pitching in your minor league system for him. I'm a huge fan of Slade Ciccone. I think he's going to be a big-time rotation piece. But you've got to find more consistency. I think Parker Messick is going to be a good addition to the rotation, too, if they choose to keep him up at the start of the year.
Okay. All right. So wild card expectations for you, Jason?
Outside of the playoffs.
Outside of the playoffs.
I think I don't think we have enough pitching, and we could go on one of those streaks again last year where we were sitting here talking about Cleveland's dead, they're out of it.
And then all of a sudden, boom, 19 out of the last 23.
Freaking games back, and we end up winning the fucking division somehow.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. I think the AL Central, the top three teams are going to be strong. I think they're going to be fun to watch. I don't know what the hell happened to Kansas City last year, but I don't see that happening again. I just think that the other divisions in the AL have teams that are better than we are and are going to play like it.
Right.
I think Texas is going to bounce back. Houston's going to be what they are. I mean, Seattle's the other team that's going to be fighting to get to the ALCS. So.
Okay.
The games against Pittsburgh that we're going to for the bachelor party or the game against Pittsburgh is going to be fun.
Okay.
I'm really hoping it lines up to where we can go see Skeens. If not, if he's throwing in that series, we're going to line it up to where we can fucking see him.
Bet. All right, Chance, I don't know how much you've been paying attention to your team because I know you've been locked in on hockey and other sports, but tell me about your Cardinals.
Is JJ Weatherholt going to make the team? I don't know. That's all I really know.
Okay. So don't really know much, but not expecting a whole lot.
I mean, the Cardinals are probably going to be bottom of the league.
And get a nice draft pick, most likely.
Tickets are going to be cheap. Be able to make a weekend stay in St. Charles, go to the casino, win a couple thousand, and then come on home. Go to PBR after.
See, there you go.
That's what we're planning.
Summer plans, brother.
Yeah. They play the Red Sox, so I'll probably go to that series.
There you go.
Bobby, when you get a chance, let me know some of the weekends this summer you're off, because with me not coaching, I definitely want to come down and go to a game at PNC.
Okay.
All right. Well, I know no one cares about my team because it's a poverty franchise now, but I'll go ahead and give my preview here.
Hey, you said it, not me.
I mean, no one's going to disagree.
I mean, they're going to be young. I think they'll be a fun team to watch just because, you look at some of the drafts and the prospects they've had. They've been some top-rated guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think they're not going to be one of those bottom-tier teams that's like, God, I got to watch them again. Like,
I hope so. Obviously, we cleared house a year ago from last year. I mean, everything. Only thing we didn't clear was the owner. I think it's going to be new front office, new coaching staff, same problems, same issues. We've gone and gotten some people, but it's nobody that you go, oh my gosh. I mean, the Harry Ford trade was cool. I'm glad they pulled that off. That was great. We have a legit catcher.
Set a catcher.
Yeah.
With Ruiz and Ford.
Yeah, I don't like Keibert Ruiz. Sorry, I don't. He's not good enough.
Yeah, but he's still relatively young.
He's still relatively young, but I like Drew Millis a lot more than I like Keibert Ruiz. I do. We'll see what happens there. They don't have Harry Ford as a starting piece at the major league level yet. They're saying Keibert Ruiz and Drew Millis are going to be the guys. My biggest question is, what's the plan? Front office. This is a brand new whole pretty much organization other than the owner. What's the plan? You had a core of James Wood, CJ, and Mackenzie Gore. You have traded Mackenzie Gore. Got a really sweet package. But you're also now looking to potentially trade CJ Abrams. So out of these three core players, you're about to trade potentially two of them. So what's the plan? Are we rebuilding, or are we trying to build off of what we have? Is my thing. Because look at the rotation without Mackenzie Gore. It's Cade Cavalli, Jake Irvin, Brad Lohr, Mitchell Parker, and Foster Griffin. Cade Cavalli and Brad Lohr are the only two that I'm excited about.
Was he the one that worked at Lowe's and just found out he could throw on?
Yeah, he was about to go to work at home. He was working at Home Depot during his off seasons and was our best pitcher last year. Now I will say, Jason, you said it. The young talent on this team is very exciting and very intriguing. We had a very good draft. I think we had a phenomenal draft. Went and got exactly what we needed to further this team forward. Now, will they develop into what we need them to develop to become successful again? Hopefully. You have Harry Ford, Dylan Cruz. I'm hoping this year is the coming out party for him. Brady House. There's Jarlin Susana. Travis Soroka is dealing with Tommy John surgery, so we'll see whenever he decides to come back. Seaver King. Bobby, I know you know that name. Wake Forest guy. Eli Willett's our number one draft pick. Robert Hassel III. The list goes on. It's developing these guys. Who's going to stand out? Who is going to be the group that stands out and makes this team playoff contending once again? And when we get there, is the owner going to be willing to pay to keep this team together? That is my question. I have no doubt that these guys can turn into absolute stars at the big league level, but is the owner willing to keep these star level players? We've already had this happen. We had Trey Turner. We had Juan Soto. We had Bryce Harper. We had Rendon. We had all of these guys.
Yeah, but it was with the way Rendon ended up, it was probably best.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. But at the time, you see what I'm saying? But at the time, he was one of the best hitters in baseball when he was playing on our squad. Injuries and I think lack of ambition were kind of his downfalls. But like, you guys will admit, we had the team. We had
squad.
we had the squad, and it was we traded him or didn't bring him back. And it was just frustrating because now I'm looking at another crop. C.J. Abrams, Dalen Lyle, Brady House, James Wood, Luis Garcia, Dylan Cruz, Chaparro, probably Harry Ford at some point, Nasim Nunez, like all of these absolute studs. If we get good again for another 5-6 years, is it just going to be 5-6 years and we're going to be back to another decade of shit? Or is our owner going to put some money down and invest in a long-term winning organization? Because you don't have to be like the Dodgers. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need to fork out $400 million contracts all the time to be successful. You don't. Look at Cleveland. I want to use your team because your team is going to be the only one on this show potentially going to be in the fucking postseason again.
Right.
No, I
Maybe
think the
Pittsburgh
Pirates have a better shot than us.
I mean, but your two teams are what it's going to be. What is your two rosters total combined don't match the Dodgers. But
the two rosters
the Jimmys and the
combined don't even
Joes,
match
okay?
Shohei Ohtani's contract.
exactly. So it's like, but I could see your two teams with some things happening, potentially making that third wild card spot and having a playoff and making the playoffs. So you don't need to go and sign a guy for 15 years and $800 million. You don't need to do it. Either Dodgers, is it more
It would be
convenient
nice
that the Dodgers
they at
can...
least try, though.
I mean, yeah, try and spend a little money, and if they say no, all right, well, they fucking say no. Go and take that money and go find other solid pieces. I want to see my owner give a shit this year. Make it look like you give a fuck. You know, but I don't think we could lose 100 games this year. It is a possibility.
You won't be as bad as the White Sox, though.
No, we won't, thankfully.
No, I think the Twins will be worse than the White Sox.
Yeah, there's a possibility there too, but I just...
The White Sox have the Mora God. He's good for at least 20 wins.
You know, we're in year 7 of this supposed rebuild, and we keep seemingly going backwards. It's just frustrating.
Hey, two steps back is you take a step forward.
Yeah. How many more steps backward does this organization need to take before we take some forward, you know?
Maybe it's 7. Lucky number 7.
Do I want to see this
It's
team?
not craps.
I think for me, I want to see progress. I want to see Dylan Cruz start to shine. I want to see James Woodnight strike out 220 times a year. Dalen Lyle was a breakout star for us. Can he continue? Can C.J. Abrams become consistent at all? That would be great.
It's at the casino all night.
Yeah, yeah. Luis Garcia Jr. I think is one of the most consistent guys we have. Nasim Nunez is a fucking spark plug for this team. I would love to see Harry Ford get the starting job. I don't have any faith in Keibert Ruiz. I really don't. I love Drew Millis and his defense. We DFA'd Riley Adams, which sucks because he was starting to figure it out. And we'll see which of these, minor league guys really step up. Spring training is going to be fun. We're going to see who's going to be ready for the dance and who's really ready to step up. And I want the team to have an identity and somebody to kind of take the reins as the leader of the team. But we're young on all fronts. Our manager's 33 years old. Like, he's younger than a lot of players in the league, so we'll see. He was down with Tampa Bay. Jason, you know how good Tampa Bay is at developing players. So I think for at least where we are right now, he's kind of the perfect fit. But I don't know. I'd like to see more wins than a year ago, but we'll see. We shall see. We'll have more and more baseball, WBC on the other end of things next week or in the week prior. We're going to be off next week for the Super Bowl. If you don't watch, won't blame you. Enjoy the week off. And we'll be back right as the Olympics start, right? Because that starts on the 6th, right?
What?
The Olympics. Right? Olympics are around the corner, I believe.
Not the 6th. No NHL games on the 6th.
Maybe that's the no. It's sometime in February. I thought I saw something about starting February 6th.
Ceremonies are February 6th.
Okay, see, yeah.
So the Olympics start, but the hockey doesn't start that day, I don't think.
Okay.
No. Probably the last games are the 5th.
Oh, okay.
They might travel on the 6th.
Yeah. But got the Olympics coming up, WBC. We're close to college baseball. Bobby, we are 12 fucking days away, dude. Or less. We're good. We were 1 week away, Bobby. I can't wait. One fucking week away from some college baseball. Fucking love it. All right, we are out of here. I am about to lose my voice. We will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching all the shows. If you haven't, go back and watch the previous from earlier in the week. We always appreciate you. I don't know. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Sorry, not next week. Jeez Louise. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Definitely going to be heavy baseball. We'll see what we can kind of bring out of it. March Madness is right around the corner. It'll be a good time. That's Bobby. It's Jason. And that's Chance. We love you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.